Hey there folks, this is Josh, Stoney Ridge Farmer. Welcome back to the Stoney Ridge. Today we're firing up the Cummins. Yeah, baby. And we're heading to my neighbor's house. I got an invitation about an hour ago from my neighbor and I still have yet to unload this mess. Let me show you what I've got. This truck's loud when we get out here. You can hear it. Ugh. So what we've got on the back here, I've got about $2,000 worth of Solucal or Fast Cal. It's a calcium supplement for the soil. It's all natural. It's basically lime. It's about 3 times as powerful as a bag of lime, and I've got grass seed and clover seed. So future video, but we had to take advantage of this cool opportunity right away, guys, because the building is under construction. So my neighbor Tony, who lives about 5 miles away, is a fella from New Zealand, and he is a huge YouTube fan. He's a big follower of most of these homesteading, new farm type YouTubers and myself. So he found this property that was close by us and was super flattered when I showed up one day. He's like, oh my goodness, Stoney Ridge Farmer is here. So I thought it'd be pretty cool. He's having a building constructed. We're gonna get the ins and outs from him, all the specific information. We're gonna go over there and take a look at it being constructed. He decided not to go with a pole building, not to go with a red iron steel building, which is what we're looking for. He went with a carport type building, carport type shed. We're gonna go over there and see it. It's midway through construction right now, so it should be pretty fun, pretty awesome, guys. And we'll talk about the cost and everything in case you're deciding what kind of building you wanna build for your future shop. Awesome, let's have some fun. Woo! Stoney Ridge, farm Stoney Ridge. Woo! All right, guys, welcome back to the Stoney Ridge Farm. If this is your first time to the channel, please pound that like button. Consider subscribing to the channel. This is going to be great food for thought. So I'm in the research phase and the planning phase of building the mega shop on the farm. We've got the micro shop, which is basically the same type of construction that this building is made out of. It's a carport building, but it's a large carport building. It's probably the biggest carport building you've ever seen. I know it's the biggest one I've ever seen. So it's gonna be interesting to get Tony's feedback over the years. And Tony is starting a first generation pig farm. So he's gonna do pastured pork out here on this farm. He's tore out a bunch of fences. He just bought the farm and he's building his dream shop. So super, super cool. Kudos to him. This building is partially under construction. The construction so far, we're on day number 4, I do believe, but we'll confirm the size, the concrete, the cost, everything with Tony when we get pulled up here. All right, guys, welcome to Tony's farm. So this is Tony's place. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it. What we've got going here is, what, a 55 by...
No, it's 84 by 55.
84 by 55.
84 wide, 55 long.
Gotcha.
Deep.
With 2 lean-tos that are 12 feet long and 55 feet deep.
Correct.
Awesome, awesome. Tony has kindly requested not to be on camera so much, even though he's a super fan of the channel. So,
I would be of that.
Yep. Tony's from New Zealand. That's why he talks funny. Or do I talk funny?
You talk funny. Actually, you listen funny. I may talk funny.
There you go. I listen funny. So we're going to go over here. We're going to take a look at this and check it out and walk you through what everything is in this building. All right, guys, as you can see, this is a mega shop. This is an awesome, awesome building. The only thing that I think Tony's gonna regret is not having a roll-up door on the ends of these lean-tos, because I think he's gonna want to put some stuff in there. So what we've got here is not a red iron type steel building, and not a standard type steel building, and not a pole barn. This is kind of a hybrid. It's what I call a skeleton square tubing building. So this is set up, built on square tubing. That tubing is what holds the skeleton up right here, and the trusses on the top are welded. So you've got your trusses, and I believe they're on 4-foot centers. I'm not positive, but I do believe they're on 4-foot centers. There are several options you can get when you build one of these buildings. You can have horizontal this way, or vertical metal on the outside. It costs more to have the vertical metal on the outside. So we're gonna go inside this building. We'll talk a little bit about it, kind of walk you through. Man, this thing is absolutely huge. Holy cow. Man, just getting the perspective of how big this building is just something pretty awesome. I do believe these are on 4-foot centers, and again, that is a welded truss right there. And the welded trusses are bolted together in the very center up here. And that's what holds everything together. So I think this thing is designed, and correct me if I'm wrong, to withstand 150-mile-an-hour wind. And we don't get winds like that very often here in the Blue Ridge Mountains of North Carolina. So let's go into one of these lean-tos, and you can see this is what the inside wall is gonna look like. Those outside walls and the roof will be insulated with spray insulation by the time this building is done. So this is just getting a start here. Okay, so we'll open her up. We'll go in here. This is one of the lean-tos. Again, there's no roof structure up just yet. Once everything is all tied together, this building will be super, super tight. You can see the wind kind of suck that door shut. So here we are again. These are 4-foot on center, all the way up. Everything is just built like a skeleton, and all of the tin is screwed to it. This is a little different, and the support that this has to provide is only to help keep the building walls from moving and to help keep the upright tin. If the tin was going horizontal, we would not have those braces that you see right there. That's what the tin is screwed to. I'm making this video in part to teach you guys what it costs. So the entire cost of this building, prior to insulation, electrical, plumbing, anything else that has to be done, is around $200,000. So about 10 bucks per square foot for the concrete, and you can do the math on the rest of it. That's how it's all made. Steel prices are up right now, so check your steel prices. Your local companies may be a little bit cheaper. This seems a little bit on the odd side of things. And again, these are only here to support the upright, the metal on the outside of the building, but it's just a little bit interesting to me. I do have one of these carport buildings, or several of these carport buildings, on the Stoney Ridge farm, and they've all held up really good. I can't tell a difference in the day they were built versus now. So, and they're all 5 or 6 years old. This building has the less of a potential for rot and rust. So if it was a pole barn structure, you've got wood in contact with wet ground. If you've got a steel truss type building, a great big red iron type building, then your trusses will be bolted to your concrete, I'm told. This is the same thing. So this never gets wet. The only thing that could damage this is if you got some fertilizer or some salt of some sort in here. Bugs can't eat it, nothing can get to it, nothing can tear it up. So it's a pretty cool option for a building, but I'm finding that even though this is an economy type building, it's gonna cost just about the same amount as a heavy duty commercial red iron steel type building. Now the construction crew has headed out for the day, and they're gonna come back tomorrow with all the roofing material to finish out the roof right here. But it seems really, really awesome. It's very well constructed. The concrete work was super, super good. And this back door is gonna provide an awesome, beautiful view right out the back door to his back field. So kudos to Tony. Very, very awesome building. Let's go over and take a quick peek in the other lean-to right here, and I'll tell you something that I don't like about these buildings. And what I don't like is this threshold piece, okay? So you've got to step over that to go into a door. You've got to step over that. That is a tripping hazard, okay? So let's go into this next one. This has economy type doors. So this isn't like your household door. This is like a mobile home back door, okay? So it's a foam filled plastic door, basically PVC door. See inside here, basically the exact same type construction. Again, this is 12 feet wide. Man, you could put a bunch of stuff in here, man. What an awesome storage solution. Very cool. So that's it. I just wanted to take you guys through this building while it was under construction. I am dreaming myself of building a nice shop like this on the farm. I do think that I'm gonna go with the red iron type steel building. I'm looking at a building from UWS Structures. Pretty cool stuff. I'll keep you guys posted when the mega shop comes in. It's gonna take a while. Most construction companies are almost a year out, where this was almost 3 weeks out. So 4 to 6 to 3 weeks out for construction of this thing. This building will go up in around 5 days, 5 to 6 days. So a good week out here with the construction crew. Tony did have to provide a lift, okay, a man lift like this in order to build the building. So the construction crew that comes out and puts this up doesn't bring their own lift. So you have to factor that into the cost of the building. But I think it's cool. It looks great, guys. Let me know what you think. Is this the kind of building we need to put on the farm? Or do we need to go with a pole building? Or do we need to go with a steel structure? I like the steel structure idea. And secondarily, I like this. I like this type of building secondarily more than a pole barn. I really do. So we were talking with Morton Buildings about getting a pole barn set up. I would rather have this, I think, than a building that's in contact with wet ground. However, stick around on the channel. We're gonna go visit other buildings so we can show you guys and give you guys different ideas for your shop building on your property. Thanks a lot. Please jump in, pound the like button. I'd love to have you back here on the Stoney Ridge Farm channel. Subscribe to the channel and you'll see more stuff like this. All right?
Well,
Woo!
come on down to the Stoney Ridge, bring your wife and bring your